New music from Jelly Roll featuring MGK. They are back at it again. I love these two together. Time of Day is the name of the song. Tom Stevens, your resident psychotherapist, here for some mental health. Let's get into it without further ado. It is time for Jelly Roll and MGK. The Time of Day.
'Cause even a spotlight or a movie couldn't show the side that I've been hiding lately. And lately they say the old me's not the new me, but the same me still inside that I'm containing. Unchain me.
What a start. You know, you get judgment from the outside. People look at you. Who are you? You're not the same person you used to be. What's going on? MGK's done a lot of talking about himself in sobriety and trying to live a different life, and especially for his daughter, who's the one who, I remember that interview, said, I know when you're trying to get away with it. Like, I know when you're using and you pretend you're not, Dad. Boy, and there's nothing that's going to hit home like a daughter to a father. And speaking to all fathers out there, if you're stuck in it, if you're stuck in addiction, if you're stuck in a place where you're spiraling and you just can't seem to get out of it, please ask for help. That's why mental health matters. Because when you ask for help and you accept the help, as Grim says all the time at his concerts, when you ask for help and you accept the help that's offered, anybody in sobriety will be there for you. That's what the community of sobriety is for. And you get the right people around you and doing the right things, all of a sudden things start to click. He's been very open about that. And these lyrics here, even a spotlight or a movie is not going to show the side that I've been hiding. Try to hide it. And I wonder sometimes in the industry, if people get clean, people get sober, people find faith, people live a better life, whatever it is, if they feel like they have to pretend because they need to stay that same person that's the one that got famous. They need to stay hard. They need to stay tough. They need to stay acting like they're using or something like that. I don't know if what's that is even what this is about. But I've been hiding it. And then he says, they say the old me's not the new me. What happened to you, MGK? But the same me's still inside that I'm containing, unchain me. It's like, who are you really? And he's like, I know my real self. But it's kind of like having the freedom to be who you want to be and not feel like other people's opinions matter so much, that it's really okay. If you're living the best life you can, the cleanest life you can, the healthiest life you can, you know, doing the best work and living that you can do, that's what matters most. Love this start.
Lately, they say the old me's not the new me, but the same me still inside that I'm containing. Unchain me. And I don't cry like I used to. 'Cause I know these tears don't wash my sins away. And I don't pray like I used to. 'Cause I don't think I deserve the time of day.
This is the epitome of shame, y'all. When you're beat down, when you've done so many things, been through so much self-destruction in life, that you don't even feel like you deserve any kind of good anyway. So you're just stuck living the life circle in the drain, in this vicious cycle of using, feeling guilt and shame from it, and having to use again so that you can just not feel the guilt and shame and have some kind of good feeling, only to have the guilt and shame again after sobering up after that. It's a vicious cycle. Those tears don't wash away the sins. Like, I don't even cry. Like, you'd cry feeling horrible, hoping that you can get some relief, like I'm okay now, like I'm forgiven. But even then, the tears don't wash away the sins. They don't wash away. They don't wash away what I've done. Just because I cry doesn't make it better. And I don't pray like I used to because I don't even think I deserve it. I don't deserve being forgiven, is what he's saying. Do you hear this from Jelly Roll?
My sins away.
There we go.
And I don't pray like I used to. 'Cause I don't think I deserve
Love it.
Listen, I'm sorry, since you saw me. I've sawed through bones, took my heart out my body. Have you forgotten me? Cause I'm longing for the times when time was non-existent. Kaleidoscope eyes I envision. Combine our lives with a two-word sentence. You said I do, but I did not listen. And I don't cry like I used to, cause I know these tears don't wash my sins away. Wash them away now.
This is heartbreaking. This is heartbreaking because it's the realization, like this is the sobering reality that, you know, life's full of choices. As my wife says, life's a series of choices over time. You don't end up in a broken relationship. You don't end up in desperate despair financially, physically, spiritually because of one choice that's made. You end up there over thoughts, decisions, choices over time. And this is the realization of where you're at. When you're at the bottom. Because when he says, I'm longing for the time, where was it before that even? I'm sorry since you saw me, I've sought through bones, took my heart out my body. And I felt like that, instead of saying heaven forgot me, I feel like it said, have you forgot me? But maybe it didn't. That whole story there, I've just realized what destruction I've laid. And I'm a different person now, but that doesn't change the destruction that I've laid in the streets or that I've done to you. Longing for the times when time was non-existent. Just in the moment, loving you in the moment, enjoying life in the moment. And all of a sudden, when we get on a self-destructive path, everything becomes so different. You know, you have kaleidoscope eyes. This kaleidoscopes with all these fancy colors and these amazing array. It's like looking out into space and the stars. I envy those times, is what I feel like he's saying. Combine our lives with a two-word sentence, y'all. I do. I didn't listen. The realization when you have messed up, when you have lost what you desperately didn't want to lose, is so sad and so hard to take. It makes people want to use. It makes people want to act out. It makes people want to run. It makes people want to be self-destructive. I just want you to know the best thing you can do is learn from the choices that you made, learn from the situation. Also to take responsibility. Take responsibility for it. It's okay. Own it. Be the best you can be. And if y'all are never together again, you'll at least learn from that. And if you are with somebody in the future and you've learned from that in the past, you'll be a better person for them.
Time was non-existent. Kaleidoscope eyes I envision. Combine our lives with a two-word sentence.
Yep.
You said I do, but I did not listen. And I don't cry like I used to, cause I know these tears don't wash my sins away.
Nope.
Wash them away now. And I don't pray like I used to. Cause I don't think I deserve the time of day. The cross I bear, I wear for my protection. Wear for my protection. Abandoned and I'm searching for connection. Searching for connection. I barely recognize my own reflection. It's my own reflection. Cause all I ever wanted was acceptance. I fear rejection.
This is a vulnerability. This is a vulnerability. Did you see him or hear him say, the cross I bear, I wear for my protection? You know, when you have a cross to bear, that's a burden to bear. That's a responsibility to bear. When you have a cross to bear, that's a cross to carry. It's kind of like Jesus in the Bible of carrying that cross all the way on his shoulder, barely able to walk. And that's the burden of sins of everybody. When he's talking about responsibility for choices he's made or things he's been through or something he's done, he wears for his protection. He puts that on for protection. And sometimes it's like I don't ever deserve anything else. So I'm just going to carry this cross the rest of my life. And what I'm going to say to you, at least in therapy, if you're sitting with me, MGK or Jelly Roll, is it's time to put down the cross. It's time to put it down. It's already been carried for you. It's time to put it down and to realize the only way you're going to find redemption from what you've been through, what you've done, and the choices you've made is to make the next right choice. It's to do the next right thing, which I think these two guys do tremendously. Whether it's being a husband, whether it's being a father, whether it's being a friend, whether it's being a person there for somebody else in life, whether it's making this music. The cross I bear, I wear for my protection. And sometimes that can be heard as I'm wearing it as a constant reminder of where I could be again if I let myself. Don't ever forget that if you've done something and you've kind of gotten past it and life's gotten better, you could always go back to that. So always remember that in the way you treat people and the way you treat yourself.
That's my own reflection.
That's it. Acceptance.
Scared.
Fear
rejection.
And I don't cry like I used to. Cause I know these tears don't wash my sins away.
Nope.
And I don't pray like I used to. Cause I don't think I deserve the time of day.
Oh, Jelly Roll featuring MGK, Time of Day. Great song. What a good mental health song. What a good, sobering reality to whatever we've been through in life, choices you made, things you've done. That's why therapy matters. And I tell people, even if you don't get therapy, this is a great lesson in recognizing where you can go and how we can all go down low. We can have shame, we can have guilt, we can have regret, we can dwell on the past. But we also have to understand those tears aren't going to wash the sins away. You can fear, you can be scared of being rejected. You can fear intimacy and vulnerability. But the only way to step into it is to try. It's to try to make a choice the next day to do something in the right direction and recognize if I just keep doing the same thing, I'm going to repeat the past all over again. So please consider getting help. Remember, it's not real therapy, just Tom Break It Down lyrics. If you want help, check the links in the description. Leave us your comments. Let us know what you think. And mental health matters. Don't forget it. See you on the next Reaction Therapy.